Salakia. Salakia. Tell me if you have sound now. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have sound. Let's see what we got. Sawada and Salakia. With the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. We're not affiliated with any of the Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth. It's not under Commander General Yahanna. It's not the truth.
Right.
Salakia. I'm just reading some of the
already.
Yeah, hey, man, it's 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 been like this a whole week, man. It's been like this a whole week. But we're gonna continue on where we left off last time. We'll get Deuteronomy. First in the Hebrew, Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 43 to 49. I just gotta address this real quick. Okay, Mark, what's your point? That's what I want to know. Mark WM, whatever. What's your point? Jesus died to fulfill these prophecies. Okay, not all the prophecies have been fulfilled.
Right.
So what are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. Tell me what you're saying. All right. Until we get there, we're gonna get this in the Hebrew. All you want to start off?
Come. What we're doing now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 43. Batazar, Bamadabar, Ba'aratazar, Hamayashar, Lara Awab. No, so there's La Ra'a Wabunya Wa'af Ra'amath Bagala'id La Lagadia Wa'af Gawalan Babashan Lamanashia, verse 44. Waza'af Hatharara Ashar Shum Mashah Lapunya Bunya Yasha Allah, verse 45. Allah Ha'idaf Waha Kakwayam Waha Ma Shapatyam Ashar Dabar Mashah Al Bunya Yasha Allah Bataza Afam Mamam Tazariam, verse 46. Ba'aibar Hayaradan Bagaya'ah Mawal Bayaf Pa'aiwar Ba'arataza Sayakan Malak Ha Maria Ashar Ya Washab Bakashabwan Ashar Hakah.
Baka Shabawan.
Oh, Baka Shabawan. So like Ashar Hakah Mashah Wabunya Yasha Allah Bataza Atham Mamam Tazarium, verse 47. Wayayar, so that's Wa Yayarashwa Af Aratazawa Wa'af Arataza Iwag Malak Habashan Shunya Malakia Ha'amaria Ashar Ba'aibar Hayaradan Mazarak Shamash, verse 48. Ma'ira Ashar Al Shapath Nakal Aranan, Wa'id, Hara, Shara, so the Shaya, so the Shaya Ana, Shaya Un, Hawa'a, Karam 1, Karama 1, verse 49. Wakal, Ha'ai Rabah, Ibar, Haya Radan, Maz, oh, that's together. Mazaraka, Wa'id, Yama, oh, that's Yam, sorry. Yam, Ha'ai Rabah, the Kaf, Ashadaf, Hapasaga.
We're gonna get the same passage in the English. Same passage in the English. Before we do that, I just want to let everybody know if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and type it in the chat. If anybody in the room, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll get to it.
Gun.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 43. Namely Bezer in the wilderness, in the plain country of the Reubenites, and Ramoth in Gilead, of the Gadites, and Golan and Bashan of the Manassites. 44. And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel. These are the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which Moses spake unto the children of Israel after they came forth out of Egypt. 46. On this side Jordan, in the valley over against Beth Peor, in the land of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and dwelt at Heshbon, whom Moses and the children of Israel smote after they were come forth out of Egypt. 47. And they possessed his land and the land of Og, king of Bashan, 2 kings of the Amorites, which were on this side Jordan toward the sunrise. 48. From Or, which is by the bank of the river Arnon, even unto Mount Sion, which is in Hermon.
49.
49. And all the plain on this side Jordan eastward, and even unto the sea of the plain, under the springs of Pisgah.
Now we're gonna get this next passage. We're gonna get Deuteronomy 5, 1 through 7. In the Hebrew. Waya Para'ah, Mashah, Al-Kal, Yasha'ala, Waya Mar, Shemai, Yasha'ala, Hacha Kwakyam, Wa'ah, Hamashapatyam, Ashar, Nakia, the bars, Wa'a, Dun, Yakam, Hayawam, Walla Madtham, Atham, Washa Martham, La'ai Shatham. Verse 2, Yahweh, Alahayanwa, Karat, I Munwa, Bara Yath, Baharab. Verse 3, La'ah, Abath Yanwa, Karath, Yahweh, Haba Rayath, Haza Kaya, Athunwa, Anachanwa, Allah, Paha, Hayawam, Kalunwa, Hayayam. Verse 4, Punyam, Bapunyam, Dabar, Yahweh, Imakam, Bahar, Matha Wat, Ha'ash. Verse 5, Anakya, Imad, Bayan, Yahweh, Waba Yun Yakam, Ba'itha, Hahawa'at, Laha Gaya, Lakam, At, Dabar, Yahweh, Kaya, Yara, Atham, Mapunya, Ha'ash, Wala'at, Alya Thum, Bahar, La Amar. Verse 6, Anakia, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Ashar, Hawa, Taza, Afyaka, Ma'arataza, Montazaria, Mabayat, Ibadya. Verse 7, La'a, Yahaya, Laka, Alahayim, Acharya, Panya. Shalom, how about you? All right, we're going to get this next passage in English. We're going to get Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 1 through 7.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 1. And Moses called all Israel and said unto them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day.
Read that from the top.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 1. And Moses called all Israel.
Call all who?
Israel.
Everybody.
Israel.
Okay, so it's just one group of people. Keep going.
And said unto them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day.
So the Most High gathered all of Israel to give us the law, statutes, and commandments. Did you know that if you walk by a picture of Kim Jong-un, I believe that's his son, and you don't show gratitude for him, you can get arrested? Did y'all know that? Y'all knew that? Have y'all ever walked by a picture or seen a picture of him online and not giving him reverence? Have y'all been arrested? Why? Why you haven't been arrested?
Because we're not Korean citizens.
Exactly. Those rules don't apply to you.
Right.
No, that's it.
Those rules don't apply because it wasn't given to you. It wasn't given to us.
Okay.
Just like these rules, just like I get this example all the time. The Most High God told us not to eat shrimp, crab, or lobster. Baltimore has a very high rate of kidney failure, hypertension, diabetes, because when you eat that crap, you know, it attacks your kidneys, it attacks your blood and all that stuff, and you get all these other types of these Negroes. But why you in here, nigga? Why you in here?
You seen that clip?
Why you here? But you know, you eat this stuff and it attacks all that, you know, your immune system and attacks your body. The Most High God told us not to eat. But you go to Maine that has, you know, because Baltimore has a big crabbing industry. Lobster is a crustacean, is a shellfish. We can't eat that, right? But then white people eat it all the time. They don't have nearly the same type of disease that we have. You know what I'm saying? Your parents once upon a time told you to be in the house at a certain time, and if you wasn't in the house, and your friend wasn't in the house, your friend ain't getting ass whooping. Pardon my friend, your friend ain't getting in trouble, but you get in trouble. Why? Because they ain't my kid, you my kid. Right? So we got the hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, and whatnot, and they don't. You know what I'm saying? We die when we sleep with another man's woman. You know what I'm saying? They make movies about it. You know what I'm saying? They make money off it. They be like, all right, well, yeah, whatever. And then they do it to them, to everybody else. That's their culture. Most High God told us not to do it. So we're the ones that get punished for it when we do it. Right? And the list can go on and on and on.
So like if I could, would you say it's heavy too? Because when you come into this knowledge and you start to gain wisdom, you can see for yourself. Like prime example, all through YouTube, you can see white families celebrating birthdays and it's so glorious, nothing happened. The moment we celebrate our birthdays, somebody getting unalive, there's a fight breaking out, and the whole family's in the uproar because it was told that we wasn't supposed to do that.
What happens?
There'd be fight shootings.
That's what happened.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because Most High God told us not to go after, follow after these other people's customs. So right here it's telling you that the nation of Israel. When I say nation, I'm talking about the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Dufer Waffen, he said, "Man, I can't wait for the race war. The race war has been here.
Right.
What you talking about? We've been fighting this race war since we got here.
In the back of the
since we were kidnapped. from the west coast of Africa and brought over here. That's when the race war started. We've been losing, you know what I'm saying, for 400 years, but when Christ come back, he's gonna put all that in.
Okay.
He's gonna put all that in order. You say you and then he says this homosexual says he can't wait for it to start. You know what I'm saying? Subliminally, he's saying he can't wait to kill niggas.
Right. Come.
That's what he's saying. He can't wait to kill niggas. Well, I can't wait till Christ come back and cut your goddamn head off.
Right.
How about that? I can't wait for that. And I can't wait so bad. I'm gonna stop. In order for him to come back, I'm gonna stop being a whoremonger. I'm gonna stop selling drugs. I'm gonna stop taking drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop throwing away my sisters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna teach my brothers and sisters to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Just so that Christ can come back and cut your goddamn head off. That's motivation enough for me.
Right.
That's motivation. He said you were sold by Africans. Yes, we were sold by Africans. We are not ham.
Right.
We're not ham and cheese. You know what I'm saying? that is not us. Just like you know, there's American citizens right now being rounded up by ICE. Funny how you can differentiate, you know, right now where ICE is going and targeting, you know, the Latinos, the Northern Tribe right now, and gathering up whether they're, you know, citizens of the United States or not, they're still being rounded up and being deported. You can understand that, but you can't understand African sold Israelites. It's because you're stupid.
So I can see.
You have some? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, and the Native Americans also getting mixed up in there too. They're confusing them with
and you dumbheaded Negroes, you know what I'm saying? Y'all I used to slave with the sister, and she was like, she can't stand, you know, she can't stand Hispanic, and she was Native American. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you stupid. She's lucky, but you're stupid. Right. One group of people were conquered by the English, and another group was conquered by the Spaniard and the Portuguese. They speak two different languages because it was conquered by you know, different tribes.
Okay.
That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like saying, you know, the Benjamites, the Caribbeans, and the Negroes up here are you know, are different. We're not.
Right. We
just have a different accent.
Right.
That's it. That's it. Yep. Shoot. We got a different accent from West Coast to East Coast. You got a different accent from Baltimore from Baltimore to DC, right there. Georgia. That's a different accent.
Georgia to Mississippi.
Georgia, Mississippi, and they right next door. You know what I'm saying? So stop it. Stop it. And you're right. Native Americans are getting mixed up and targeted by ICE. And where are you going to deport them?
Right.
I heard Pete Heck, not Pete, the VP Vance. He said, I think I saved it somewhere, but he said very blatantly, and he said this comes from the president. Any country that wants to take these people, you know, we're sending them to you. Mm-hmm. So a brother could be from Honduras and be sent to goddamn, you know, Nouakchott. Y'all think that's not a real place? There's a real place called Nouakchott, Mauritania, somewhere in Africa. Man, that's hell. That's hell.
Yeah, so bring back the transatlantic slave trade, but modernize
it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just seen something today where it says in the 1400s, it was estimated North, Central, and South America was estimated 125 million people, right? Mm-hmm. 200 years later, 1600s, they said it was estimated, the natives, you know what I'm saying? It was estimated 15 million people. Mm-hmm. Yes. Killed off and or sold off 100 plus million people.
If I could, that reminds me, it's an old picture that I'm pretty sure brothers and sisters seen. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but on Google, there's a picture that they found of an Edomite. It looked like it's a hill. He's standing on the bones of the Native American Indians. There's a picture. It's like it was a known picture. He's on bones. It looked like a hill. The bones go way up. Every single last person that was underneath him was a Native Indian. They slaughtered him and then put him in this like a fine pile. And the Indian might got like an old school picture with the wolf, the old school like World War I type deal, and he's standing on top of him.
You see why so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians need to be saved from this beast.
Okay.
Christ come back, he gonna cut y'all goddamn head off. I pray he doesn't cut off everyone y'all head off because y'all need slavery. Y'all need to pay. Death is easy and quick. It's too easy. It's too easy. I need y'all to suffer, just like how the way we suffer. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get past verse 1. We didn't even finish verse 1. Did we? Nah. Let's keep going. Let's read from the top.
Okay.
You might got to tap the it's on the bottom.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And you wonder why we say the white man is the devil? What kind of people would do this? What kind of people would do this? You know what I'm saying?
You got to be a sicko.
You're not a man in the sense of being a human being. You know what I'm saying? What kind of people would destroy that many people? And then put the bones up and then pose on it. Here's the question real quick. Young man Chris from Judas. That's like it, sir. How do you know the natives from the Latinos? They'll tell you. Salakia. They'll tell you. Okay, or face value. You know what I'm saying? You want to tell the difference between a Native American between a Latino. Face value, 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, they'll have, Spanish last name, surname, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Normally natives do not have the Spanish surname. You know what I mean? And the natives know, a lot of times the natives know, what tribe they're from, what region, which region they are. And just like the Latinos, you know what I'm saying? They know, hey, I'm, from this province in Mexico. I'm from, this part of town in Venezuela. I'm from here, I'm from there. 9 times they'll be able to tell you where they're from. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to tell you. As far as, if they don't know, I highly doubt that they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because, I highly doubt that they don't know. You got something?
Well, yeah, what I could say though is the Latino tribes, Native American Indians, they are very good at passing on family traditions. They are very family oriented, meaning like they would tell you exactly what their great grandfather did, and they keep that history and they pass it on generations. That's how they also know, and they have a certain spirit. I know Native American Indian culture, they keep the little tradition steps they be doing, parades,
and
they
powwows and everything.
And they normally keep those, and you can see the spirit that the difference between a Latino. I mean, they're not different, but you could tell the spirit of it. What I'm trying to say.
That's even heavier right there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even go into that. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, you can tell a Gadite from an Issacharite, from an Asherite. You know what I'm saying? The Bible describes each tribe and how the way they are. You know what I'm saying?
Genesis 49.
You know what I'm saying? Like Gadites, damn near just like Judah. They just like the fight. You know? It's just different. You know what I'm saying? They say Issachar. You know what I'm saying? I believe what was it? Something like a bull or something like that, or a donkey.
Kind of cut down.
It was like so. Extremely hard working, you know what I'm saying? Extremely hard working, you know what I'm saying? We can go into the characteristics in Deuteronomy, not Deuteronomy, but Genesis 49, and you can see spiritually how we can identify which tribe. But off face value, 9 times out of 10, we they should be able to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Just like how the way Judites can't, unfortunately, because of the white man's a devil. Judites, a generation or two ago couldn't go back 2 generations or more. You know what I'm saying? Because the white man's a devil, and it just totally destroyed our people in general. But that in itself, right there, is a curse. You know what I'm saying? That in itself will tell you, number one, you're one of the lost tribes of Israel, right there. Nardog 8831. You're proof why Christ needs to come back and cut your head off. This Bama. I'll use one of y'all words. This Bama, said slavery was better. Blacks are cancer. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So, and y'all get mad at me when I say the white man's the devil, or I can't wait for Christ to come back and cut your goddamn heads off. I didn't write this. It's up there. You know what I'm saying? All races agree blacks are wicked and negative. Only race who pimps out their own people, their own family, besides Duncones. Okay. Only way we learned that is from the white man. We learned that from the white man. How do I know that? Look at Epstein Island. Look at Epstein Island. Look at it. They're the biggest pimps. They're the biggest drug dealers. They're the biggest murderers. They're the biggest rapists, robbers. They're the biggest evil. They are the cancer of this earth. Mm-hmm. Their whole species that go extinct because the white man is in charge right now.
I ain't trying to go crazy, but I believe sometimes Esau be making these TV shows and snitch on himself. Like, I look at Epstein Island as that TV show Squid Games. I feel like it's similar. Like, they just snitch on it, so they bring people over there and just do crazy little stuff to satisfy their need and torture.
Yeah, they do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They do that. You have some?
This ain't like rich elites to watch. Pay and make wages. Wagers.
Yeah. This Batman, he says, if white man was the devil, we would have castrated all black slaves after the Civil War. You are the devil. The white man is the devil. And first of all, the white man did castrate us during slavery and post-slavery. Now, the way the white man got rich is off of our backs. Why in the hell would you cut off the line that makes you rich? This number one. This proves that you're stupid. You're stupid. Why would you? If you know the goose that laid the golden egg, you know what I'm saying? If you had a goose that lays a golden egg, why would you slaughter it and then eat it? Now you ain't got no more golden eggs.
Right.
You're stupid. This is the sinister mindset of the white man. They destroyed us so much that they kept the lineage going so that we can keep them going. It says that now he's making excuses. FC now was all Jews who are not white, who hate whites more than anyone. Thanks for that. 74% of all slave owners were Jewish. The Jewish is still white. Jewish is still white. The number one name on FC Island right now is Donald Trump. Last time I checked, he was German. I didn't think he was white. Was he Jewish? Well, last time I checked, hey. So what you talking about? Man, enough of you. Enough of you. Let's keep reading.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 1. And Moses called all Israel and said unto them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day, that ye may learn them and keep and do them.
This is he says every attorney who defended blacks were Jews, the same Jews who run in Illuminati. Yeah, blah blah. Okay. And the mainstream media and who built up rap. Okay, so just like I said, we are the goose that laid the golden eggs. They propped up a certain type of rap music because once upon a time, rap music was about lifting people up, inspiring people to do something more, to be more from what we had come from. Until the white man got a hold of it and only gave people who rapped about what's going on right now. Those people gave them money in order to keep pushing that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as defending blacks, they created the circumstances for us to need defending. They created the system, and then they benefit in the system that they created, making them more rich. The goose that we are the goose that lays the golden eggs for the wrong people. We need to lay these golden eggs for ourselves.
Davis.
Clive Davis, yes. May he rest. He got off easy. But the scripture says, hear these words, O Israel, so that we may hear and do them. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Don't make deals with people outside your nation. Why? Because they're going to exploit you. You ever heard of read the fine print? You know what I'm saying? The white man created that. Read the fine print so they can backdoor you. The scripture says, let your yeas be yeas and your nays be nays. Simple. Let's keep going.
Verse 2. The Lord made a covenant with us in Horeb. 3. The Lord made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. Verse 4.
Made the covenants with who?
Us.
With us. And in the beginning of this very chapter, he says, gather Israel. Hear these words, O Israel. Now hear these words, Greeks.
Right.
They want to say in the New Testament.
Right.
I hear these words, Gentiles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But according to the Bible, the Gentiles were niggas calling themselves, I'm American. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the Gentiles that they were referring to. But I'm going off on a tangent. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to confuse nobody. Let's keep going.
So like you said, and Nerd Dog over there, he's just upset because he's not talking to him. The book ain't for him.
Right. Book ain't for it. If it ain't for it, I don't go on white supremacist groups, chats or anything, and just start, you're wrong. You shouldn't be saying this. You're stupid. I don't do that.
Right.
You know why? Because my job is to benefit my people. You know what I'm saying? Get my people out of them ICE detention centers. Get my people out of these the prison cells. Get my people, back right. Strengthen up the family. You know what I'm saying? So that we won't have a lot of these problems. That's my job. But it's either you doing this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You wear a certain color and you like to make, pagan kids disappear. You doing it on purpose, trolling, or you're genuinely stupid. Take your pick. But I don't care if you keep going. Let's keep going over here.
Verse 4. The Lord talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire. Verse 5. I stood between the Lord and you at that time to shew you the word of the Lord, for ye were afraid by reason of the fire, and went not up into the mount, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Verse 7, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
I shall have no other gods. Okay, I still got to read some of this stuff. You are using this book. You're using the book, twisting it in your own way, which I love because it makes everyone hates blacks from all races and all political factions.
Jesus.
KKK is Christians.
Right.
They use this book to enslave us.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Slave masters were Christian. They gave us a portion of this book, not the whole book. They gave us a portion of this book and taught us that Jesus is white so that we can revere him. Everybody hates niggas. Everybody. You don't believe me? Ask the Asian delegation right now. They hate us. Oh, actually, East Indian delegation. Them bobbleheaded motherfuckers. They hate us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them Hamites, stinky smelling Africans. They hate us. They hate us. Living in mud huts with flies all over. They hate us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, oh. Yeah, they hate us.
Right.
They're Christians. They're Christians. All of them. I'm not even gonna start on, the white people. They hate us.
Right.
They love us, but they hate us. They absolutely love what we can do for them, but they can't stand us. Don't be around.
Notice that every nation, Bible, they always have an image or like a depiction of us as just like tools or us as being undesirable.
Yeah. When they're these goddamn recessive genes, that's what the white man is. A goddamn recessive genes.
Come.
They're gonna be tools. You know what I'm saying? When Christ come back, all this is gonna be, in rubble. All everything that you see, especially in America, is going to be the literal lake of fire. It's gonna be rubble. Europe is gonna be rubble. Africa is gonna be rubble. Rubble. You know what I'm saying? Asia is gonna be rubble. And the good thing about that is that somebody's gonna have to build it up. My hands are gonna be clean. You know what I'm saying? The soft, your hand. You know how you soft the non-working people have soft hands. Yeah, my hands gonna be soft. Only calluses I'm gonna have is when I grip that whip. That cat of nine tails. Yeah, anybody see Game of Thrones?
Nah, I did not.
You?
Yes, yeah,
We'll talk about that.
Lock it.
But anyway, y'all seen Game of Thrones?
Lots.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that later. How about you?
Up to season 2.
Yeah, so lock
I
it.
stand alone. The cheese stand alone. But anyway, there's the
I think I know what scene you're talking about.
what am I talking about?
It was in walking the streets. It was like shame.
No.
Oh.
No. We're gonna do that too.
You're
We're
right.
gonna do that too. But what I'm talking about is one of the main characters. He was in charge of a region, and there was punishment that needed to be meted out. He didn't have to do it, but he was teaching his sons, hey, because I'm in charge and I gave the punishment, I'm going to have to. I should be the one who carries out the punishment.
Come.
I'm going to be carrying out the punishment. A head needs to be chopped.
Come.
But why would I do that when I can make, when there's, there's more sweat to be had. You know what I'm saying? More tears to be, to be cried. You know what I'm saying? More and more begs to be heard. That's death. After the whatever is going to be called the Great War, whatever. After that, death is going to be the absolute last thing. Because I don't want these heathens to go. I want the sweat off your back. I want the sweat off your brow. I want the blood off your back. I want the screams from the agony from you, your wife, and your kids. That's what I want.
So argue, sir, but the white man's such a pervert. He's gonna actually enjoy all those punishments.
Well, I'm gonna give him enjoyment.
Right.
I ain't gonna lack in his, I ain't gonna lack in that department. If he enjoys that, I'm gonna give him all the entertainment he needs. All of it. All of it. That men up here, I say I imagine, which means to stand. Yeah, I should present that so.
Ya'asha. Banga Banyashala.
Yahanna, SHALAM.
Yahabashim Yashabakdam.
Yahanna. Okay, you got me. All right, we'll get next scriptures. We're going to get Deuteronomy chapter 5, 8 through 14. We're going to get first in the Hebrew.
8 to 14. Looks like me done.
Yeah, I should you want to take some?
Nice.
No sweat. No sweat. Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5 and verse 8. La'ah, I.S.U.P.K, Pasal, Cow, Damawana, Ashar, Bashamyam, Mamam Al, Wa Ashar, Ba'arataza, Mathaka, Wa Ashar, Bumyam, Mathaka, La'arataza, verse 9. La'ah, Dashathak, Wa Laham, Wala'ah, Tha'ai, so the Tha'ai, Badam, Kaya, Anakia, Yahweh, Alahayak, Alahayaka, Al, Quana'ah, Paquad, I1, Abawath, Al, Bunyam, Wa'al, Shalashim, Wa'al, Rabbaayim, Lashana Aya, verse 10, Wa'aisha, Kasad, La'a, Lapayam, La'alapyam, La'a Habya, Walash Shamaria, Mataza Wathwa, verse 11, La'a, Dasha'ah, Ath, Sham, Yahweh, so that's Alahaya Ka, Lashawa'ah, Kaya, La'a, Yanaqua, Yahweh, Ath, Ashar, Yasha'ah, Ath, Shamwa, Lashawa'ah, verse 12, Shamawar, Ath, Yawam, Hashabah, Laquadashwa, Wa Ashar, Ka Ashar, Tazawak, Yahweh, Alahayaka, verse 13, Shashaf, Yum, Tha'ai Bad, Wa'ai Shiyah, Cow, Mala Kaf, no, so that's Mala Kathak, verse 14, Wayawam, Ha Shabya Aya, Shabai, Shabbat, like it, La Yahweh, Al Yaka, La'ah,
Alahayaka.
oh, Allah, sorry, Alahayaka, La'ah, Aisha, Cow, Mala'aka, says Atha, Wabanak, Wabathak, Wa'ai Badak, Wa'a Mathak, Washa Rarak, Wakama Rak, Wakal, Baha Mathak, Wagarak, Ashar, Basha I Bashar. So there's Basharika.
I.S.U.P.K.
But I should. But I should.
It's like Basha Iraq.
Basha Iraq. Okay, I see it.
Iraq.
Ba Yasha Ba Irayak. Lama Ain. Yana Wak. I Badak. Wa I Mathak. Oh, it's like what I Mathak. Kama Wak. Verse 15.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get the same passage in English. We're gonna get number Deuteronomy 5, 8 through 14.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 8. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Verse 9. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
So when a lot of people say you shall not make any graven images, I mean, you can't make any busts, or any paintings or anything like that. But people are stupid. It says you shall not make any graven images and bow down to them. Just like they like particularly like Catholic churches, they make like the white man Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, with him on the cross and whatnot, and then they go and kiss the foot of the carving or the stone or whatever, the sculpture.
Okay.
Or they make Mary and bow down to it and do all sorts of stuff that you shouldn't, right?
Okay.
This is what the Most High God is saying. Don't do that. Don't make a graven image and bow down to it, right? Because at the very top of this, the Most High God says, "I'm the Lord your God." Verse 7, there'll be no other gods before me.
Okay.
You bow down to one of these graven images, you making it your God. Keep going.
Visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation.
From the top,
Sir. From the beginning?
No, from the top, that's verse.
Sir. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
So right here, he's saying, don't do it because I'm jealous. A lot of people say, well, a lot of female dogs say, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be jealous. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good trait. God's jealous.
Right.
And God, the Most High God says, he's going to punish you. Not just you, but he's going to punish your kids for what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So right there, that's heavy right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you do so, if you bow down to to a rock, a stone in Mecca, and say that they're your God, you're not only going to get punished, but your kids are going to get punished.
Okay.
That's heavy. Just think about that. You serve another God. Celebrating Christmas is serving another God. Celebrating your birthday is serving another God.
Mm-hmm.
You do that. Just look at your little your kid, you know what I'm saying, with the big doe eyes and whatnot. and you know what I'm saying, you do anything for them. Now imagine what you do is going to affect them because you want to be hard-headed or you want to be up under that woman.
Okay.
Man, the power of you know what I'm saying, that's strong, but it shouldn't rule you. It should not rule you. I know a lot of women would say, I'm gonna come to you. A lot of women say, let's celebrate Christmas, for the kids, something special for the kids. They're gonna get something special. They're gonna get a lifetime of heartache and misery. You know what I'm saying? A lifetime of heartache and misery because you want to listen to that woman. Adam listened to his woman. He got kicked out the garden, and he had to put in work when before he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? They just came to him. Y'all know the story of when Christ told Peter, just hey, I got work to do. I got to finish. Christ said, don't worry about that. Just cast. Go over here. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making it practical. But this is what he did. He was like, just go out, do 10 strokes. Boom, boom, boom. Now look west. All right, he looked west. Now cast your net over there. And then he cast his net. And he got so much fish that he couldn't even pull it up. They had to go back to the shore, drag it back to the shore because it was so heavy they couldn't pull it up on the boat. That's how easy it was for Adam before he listened to his woman.
Okay.
Now he's out. He's out. If he had to go fish, he's out. Casting his net, nothing.
Okay.
Karokan.
Get some unclean fish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't eat this. So he actually work and toil in order to bring forth, the thing that he wants. How many times we work, 40, 60, 70 hours, and you look at your paycheck, you're like, are you serious? You can thank Adam, but it's not. It's not. Yeah, leave it alone. Ain't good enough.
Okay.
Just you look at your paycheck and you thank Adam for listening to his woman.
Mm-hmm.
FICO, you know what I'm saying? Medicare, state, federal. Are you serious? Now you gotta make some hard decisions. Especially gas price is still high. You gotta make some decisions. Yeah, you can thank Adam for that. You know what I'm saying? You can thank Adam for that. But let's keep going. Keep going.
Unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Damn. So not only your kids, but your grandkids and your great grandkids are gonna get it. Because you wanna praise white Jesus. Because you want to bow down to Mecca. That's 3 or 4 generations down the line, they got to get it because of what you did. Keep going.
Come, sir. Verse 10. And shewing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
And now he's going to show mercy to everybody who refrained from celebrating Christmases and birthdays and doing all this, refrain from eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, not sleeping with another man's woman, you know what I'm saying, not selling drugs, not abusing drugs, not being a drunkard, you know what I'm saying, not hating your brother. He's gonna show mercy on those people. Keep going.
Verse 11. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Verse 12. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as the Lord thy God has commanded thee.
So keep the Sabbath day. What does that mean? It has nothing to do with what the Jewish man had to say, where he said you can't touch. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch anything electronic. These niggas are stupid. You know what I'm saying? They look stupid with the ugly curls. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I can't stand these. I can't stand any of these Edomites. None of the tribes of these Edomites. They sicken me. And that cat, Nard, whatever dog, you know what I'm saying? He's proof. He's proof that these people gotta be put in submission. Gotta be put in submission. Slack, you had something?
Well, I go back to it real quick. My topic next week definitely will be women, because you just said this scripture that we read just went over people's heads, but the jealousy. I'm saying it to the Christian female dog. When a man that loves his woman, that's his property. He cherishes it with all his heart. The moment she goes out and he corrects her, she quick to come back and say, "Why you being so jealous?" That is a Christian evil spirit to say. And we just read that God himself is a jealous God. So every time you go out there, get out of line, get out of pocket, and say, "Stop being jealous," and she loved God, just show that Most High God, the Bible was jealous also, just to cut a spirit. I hate that spirit.
Right? women are so hypocritical. They don't even know it. Poor things. They don't even like you going and eating somebody else's food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't want you to go and eat somebody else's food. But when you tell them cover your behind, oh, you being jealous.
Right.
Oh, got triggered.
That's what I said.
What? They're my yams. Nobody gonna look at them.
Right.
It's for me.
Right.
Nigga, stop playing.
Right.
Let's keep going.
Salak. Verse 13. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. Verse 14. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy ox, nor thy ass, nor any of thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates, that thy manservant, thy maidservant may rest as well as thou.
Real quick, yeah. So what he's saying is you're gonna do your work 6 days, but that seventh day, just take off, just rest. Just rest. That doesn't mean you can't turn the TV on.
Right.
That does not mean that you can't light that fire to keep warm. Does not mean you can't light that fire so you can, make some birria tacos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I looked up like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That does not mean that you can't, clean up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Clean the house. You know what I'm saying? That's what, especially in the black family. Early in the morning, you hear some soul music, whatever, some R&B, and then everybody, the whole house got to get up and clean. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody clean that house Saturday morning. Doesn't mean you can't do that. What that means is, if you are a mechanic, you know what I'm saying, whatever your profession is, if you do that for work, if you do that to earn a living, to earn money, to keep a roof over your head, if you do that thing that you do, don't do it. If you have a business and other people do it, tell them not to do that. Y'all are off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all are off. Go do something else. Go do, what you want to do. Run your errands. Catch up on Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Catch up on go and watch a movie that you've been wanting to see that just came out. Do hang out with your woman. Hang out with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Do something that recharge. Go to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We in such captivity. We gotta wake up early in the morning and don't get home till after dark. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta do two and three jobs. Catch up on some sleep. Get some rest.
Okay.
So that then when next week comes around, you ain't gotta cuss nobody out. Go upside somebody's head because they bumped into you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You stepped on my shoe, nigga.
Yeah. Step on my goddamn toe. You step on his toe, why you step on mine?
Right. It's gonna be some trouble.
Woo! If y'all know what I'm woo!
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, go look that up. Step on my goddamn toe.
Gonna be some trouble.
Some trouble here. Yeah, you got something?
Yes, if I could clarify something too, because I'm not going to give them this publicity, but you got some fake Israelite camps out there to be like, you can't buy a sale, so they starve themselves all the way to the end of the day just to buy something. But if you read the scripture, it say ye should not buy and sell. I mean, if you have a business, our businesses should be closed, but we can go out there and spend our money with the other nations because they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. I think the Most High for UPK, because I didn't learn about the UPK for a few years, right? And I'm following those fake Israelites, and I had an online business, and I was making sales too. I would turn it off on Saturday, you know what I'm saying, because you can't buy and sell. I'm like, yo,
right. Come on.
But I'm at work.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm doing it at work.
Right. Yeah.
I'm at work because I'm in captivity. Man, these people are, I seen this one sister talking about the brother who just got convicted for 35 years. What
Anthony,
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah,
Talking about the Carmelo Anthony. It was another sister was saying, you know, how she has sympathy for her son. For the mother, her son got convicted for defending himself, right? And this Uncle Tom or Auntie Tometta was on there just like it was so disgusting. And it right, you know, she was saying, you know, basically white people are you know, the bees need just the way she was talking, you know, like white people are this, black people, you deserve it. She's black. There's no, you know, got the kinky hair and all. She's black. She's a nigga, and she's Uncle Ruckus, like incarnate, right? And in that moment, I'm like, I understand why the prophecy says 2/3 have to go.
Okay.
Kind of kind.
Like the scripture says, you know, he who I'm paraphrasing, but he who teaches, you know, who does and teaches people to break his laws will be called the least in his kingdom.
Kind of.
You know what I'm saying? Even if she doesn't believe that, but she's putting that out, and other people are going to agree with her. You know what I'm saying? It may be a little bit, it may be a lot. People are going to agree with her.
Right.
And if you teach people that, you have to be the least in the kingdom. You can't have no power, you can't have no say so in the kingdom. Why? Because you are just you're just as vile as the oppressor.
Okay.
I feel sorry for you because the kingdom is coming.
Right.
You know, we're at the end. The kingdom is coming, and you're choosing the wrong side. You're choosing the wrong side. Damn. Salaki, did you have your hand up? I'm just gonna keep going and going. Salaki, let's continue.
Kind of kind.
So I'm saying, oh, you know, horny headed, sir. The beard, sir.
What about it?
Wisdom, sir. You level it up, sir.
Nah. That's just you know, stress of, you know, this captivity.
Right. The oppression.
Yeah, that's the oppression. It's like, yeah. I seen a picture, you know, a few years ago, right before I came. I didn't have none of this. I ain't have none of this. Right. I'm like, yo, I'm just staring. I'm like, yo, what?
You think Esau for that?
Right. I'm like, yo, nothing. White man's a goddamn devil.
Right. That's right.
You already did 14?
Kind of sir.
And that was it. All right, most high points. We're gonna stay up here. I'm gonna get through. Oh, again, you know, if anybody has any questions or comments on the chat, just go ahead and type it in. Anybody have any questions or comments, you know, in the room, just go ahead and raise your hand. Real quick, the Jesus is Lord 3334 says, let's hear the gospel. This is the gospel. The white man's the devil. When Christ comes back, he's going to get his head chopped off.
That's right.
And the ones that survive not getting their heads chopped off, there's going to be a few of them. They're going into captivity. And the rest of the world is going into captivity. You're not so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. You're going into captivity. That's good news. That's the best news I've ever heard in my life.
Right.
The gospel is not found in Deuteronomy. You're stupid. You're stupid. Just let you know. You're stupid. You want to know why you're stupid? I can tell you why you're stupid. What did Christ teach? Shalom.
Right.
Shalom.
Body bag.
We're gonna get Deuteronomy 5:15 through 21. I'm gonna get this one in Hebrew. Was a Karath, Kaya, Ibad, Ayayah, Haratza, Matzarim, Waya Tazaak, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Masham, Bayad, Kazakwa, Waba Zarai, Nata Waya, Al Khan, Tazawak, Yahweh, Alahayaka, La'aisha Wath, Ath, Yuwam, Hashabat, verse 16. Kabad, Ath, Abiyak, second. Abyaka, Wa'ath, Amak, Ka'ashar, Tazawak, Yahweh, Alahayik, Lama Ain, Ya, Ara Yakun. Yamyaka, Walla Ma'ain, Yaya Tab, Laka, Al, Ha, Adama, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayik, Nathan, Laka, verse 17, La'ah, Thara Tazach, Wala'ah, Thana'ah, Wala'ah, Thaga Nab, Wala'ah, Tha'aina, Bara Ika, I, Shawa'ah, verse 18, Wala'ah, Thacha Ma, Ashaf, Ra'ika, Wala'ah, Thathawa, second, Tha'awa, Bayath, Ra'ika, Shada Hawa, Wa, Ibadwa, Wa, Amathwa, Shawarwa, Wakamarwa, Wakal, Ashar, La'ir, Saki, Lara, Ika, verse 19, Ha, the Baryum, Ha, Allah, the Bar, Yahweh, Al, Kal, Kwa, Halakam, Bahar, Mathawak, Ha, Ashar, Saki, Ha, Ash, Ha, Ainan, Waha, I, Rapal, Quawal, got a wall, Walla Yasap, Waya Kathabum, Al Shunya, Lachath, Abunyam, it's like it. Waya Thamun, Al Ya, verse 20. Waya Haya, Kashum, I come, Ath, Hakwawal, Mathawak, Hacha Shap, Wa Hahar, Ira, Ba'ach, Watha Quara Bawan, Aya Kal, Ra'asha, Shabbat Yakam, was a Quan Yakam, verse 21, Watha Amarwa, Hana, Ha Ra'anwa, Yahweh, Alahayanwa, Af, Kabadwa, Wa'af, Gadalwa, Wa'af, Qualwa, Shema Ainwa, Mathawak, Ha'ash, Hayawam, Hazah, Ra'ayanwa, Kaya, Yadabar, Alahayam, Alahayam, At, Ha Adam, Wachaya. We'll get the same passage in English. We'll get Deuteronomy chapter 5, 21. It's like in chapter 5, 15 through 21.
Khan. There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 15. And remember that thou wast a servant in the land of Egypt, and that the Lord thy God brought thee out thence through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm.
So the Most High God brought us out of slavery in Egypt, in Mizraim, with the outstretched arm. You know what I'm saying? That means he put belt to ass, just like he nixed it to the Spurs.
Right.
He put belt to ass, just like the Most High God is going to do again once he brings us out of captivity here. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? America's going to become the lake of fire. Let's keep going.
Khan. Therefore, the Lord thy God commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day. Verse 16. Honor thy father and thy mother, as the Lord thy God has commanded thee.
So the Most High God told us to honor our mother and father. How do we honor our mother and father?
By listening to the last statute commandments and also doing what you're told, doing when
Speak up.
it's like you're doing what you're told, giving the last statute commandments of the Lord. If they tell you to do something, do it. If they don't, if you not to do something, don't do it. If you are told not to eat something, don't eat it. If you're told to eat something, eat it. Like that basic stuff, sir.
That's basic stuff, and that's what the Christian church teaches you. You know what I'm saying? But that's not totally how you honor your mother and father. Just for time's sake. Well, anybody else want to take a stab at it? Not you, Kagar. That's part of it. You know, listening to them, yeah, that's giving them honor. Yeah, that's part of it. It's not totally what they're saying.
Oh,
I said never forsake them.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I'm gonna say like disown, but never. Try to find
How would you forsake them? How would you forsake them?
like it's not just like cursing not curse them, but you say like
Well, that's disrespecting them. You know what I'm saying?
disown them or hate them.
What do you mean disown them?
Like try to find that word. I forgot, sir.
No sweat. Isaiah?
Like how they took care of you when you were younger, take care of them as they get older. You know,
That's exactly how the way you honor them. Okay? Just how the way you needed to be taken care of when you was a baby. You know what I'm saying? When you was a toddler or a young kid, a young adult, even sometimes adults. You know what I'm saying? How the way they took care of you. There's gonna be things that they can't do once they, the older they get. You know what I'm saying? They can't. They physically can't do the things that they once used to. And you honoring them is doing it for them, just like the way they did it for you. You know what I'm saying? When you was a baby, they didn't put you in a daycare and come visit you once a week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe once a month, give you a call. Hey, you all right? All right, I'll call you next month. They were there for you. You know what I'm saying? You were sick, they held you. You know what I'm saying? You was hungry, they fed you. You know what I'm saying? You went to the bathroom on yourself, they changed you and cleaned you up.
Okay.
Lord allowed, they're gonna get old enough. You know, when I say Lord allowed, they're gonna die at a nice old ripe age. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They're not gonna be able to do a lot of things that they could do for themselves. They're not gonna be able to cook for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Then they're not gonna be able to carry the groceries in. You know what I'm saying? They may forget. They may have to take certain medications and forget. You're gonna have to be there for them. That's honoring them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you, sir, I see that Black Hispanics and Native Americans they do that without even knowing that they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
They're honoring their fathers and mothers, like always keeping them with them. You know, they live with them too. God knows when.
Yeah, unfortunately, and in the Judites, we got away from that. You know what I'm saying? There's I would say a generation or two ago where even if they the grandparent was like veteran, they would have they'd be like in the front room or they'd be in a room where where they would stay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nowadays, it's not quite it's not quite like that. Not quite. You know what I'm saying? You see that more in other tribes. I'm not saying Judites don't do that altogether, but we're so destroyed, we all about me, and it's not that way anymore. It used to be. It used to be like very, it was automatic. They got old, they moved into the house. You know what I'm saying? Or that family moved into, Big Mama house. You know what I'm saying? That was, and someone, one of the kids took care of her, or him, all the way up until it was over. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you honor your mother and father. And that's the proper way. That's the way the Lord wanted us to do. Christians say, you just do what they say, and then you do what they say enough, you stick them in the nursing home. Forget about it. Yeah, that's not what the meaning of this is. And you had something?
Yeah, something if I could real quick. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to do that, but Judah, we back in the 50s and 60s, we was very family oriented, but nowadays when I say I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, they send their mothers or their fathers into a home, and they don't even send them to their own people. They'd be a heathen, they'd be an Asian watching over your mom, and then you see endless videos on the news of them mistreating the elderly. They throwing them on the bed and not feeding them. It was one video I seen where the lady was crying, was a sister, and she was crying on social media saying how the co-workers wasn't feeding this elderly brother that she was watching for like 3 days, and he starved. He just sitting there, and she was like, "How could you? Why would you take the job if you can't feed the elderly?" And this is what we giving our people to these heathens that don't care for us. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because if you're going to do it, at least be your own nation, but you just don't. You just upright selfish, just giving them to a random people that you don't even know. That's not of your nation. That would care for your nation, and they're going to mistreat your own. And we could avoid that. Going back to this, we was to honor our mother and father.
Yeah, exactly. Honor them, and the Lord got a special, got a special something for you if you mistreat the elderly. You know what I'm saying? Mistreating somebody who can't defend themselves, just like how the way little kids can't defend themselves. Elderly, you mistreat an elderly person, the Most High God got something for you.
Yeah.
Most High got something for you. What verse were you at?
Verse 16, sir.
Let's keep going.
Verse 16. Honor thy father and thy mother as the Lord thy God has commanded thee, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Verse 17. Thou shalt not kill.
When it says thou shalt not kill, it doesn't mean because a lot of people who don't know the Bible like, well, see, the Bible says thou shalt not kill, but then he told you to go into a land and clear out the land. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You killing them people. No. With that translation, it means murder. Thou shalt not murder. You know what I'm saying? When you go in war, I'm telling you, leave or do what we tell you to do. And if you fight back, this is war. A nation against a nation. You know what I'm saying? It's war. If you give up, I'm not going to kill you. But you actually Pete Heck said, you give up, they're gonna bomb you.
Right.
Hey, if you get into a life or death situation with Esau, you're gonna have to. There's no giving up. You're gonna have to fight until you can't fight no more. And then when you can't fight no more, you pray. Most High give you some strength, like like Samson at the end. Just give me just a little bit more to overcome. Give me a little bit more because God knows what this heathen will do. This devil will do. You know what I'm saying? When I'm subdued, God knows what. You know what I'm saying? And these people, I seen a video of these two teenage white boys choking out a brother. You seen that? And just left them, just they was telling me, let him up, okay, let him up, and they was laughing in the background, and the dude that was choking him was laughing, and I don't know, did they kill him?
He was out. He was like
he was out. He was out. I don't know if you know anything about that, but you can, you can get serious damage if you hold on to a chokehold or a blood choke, too long, because there's no oxygen going to your brain. It doesn't take that long for you to have severe permanent damage if you hold on too long. And if you get subdued by one of these devils, no telling what they do. Wind up a vegetable. And they laughing and joking. You need to stay away from these devils. Stay away from them just 100%. Let's keep going.
Verse 18. Neither shalt thou commit adultery.
Now thou shalt commit adultery. What is adultery? According to the Bible.
Sleeping with another man's wife.
Speak up.
Living with another man's wife, sir.
Laying with another man's wife. What if the man is married and the woman is not?
Then that is his wife, sir.
Speak up.
You said if the man is married.
Uh-huh.
I want to say that you said the man is married
The man is married
and the woman wasn't.
and the woman's not. Is that adultery or not?
That would be his wife, sir, because he didn't say same-sex marriage.
Is it adultery or not?
No.
No. Are you sure?
Concept.
You sure? How about anybody else? If the man is married and the woman is not, Izan?
It would be lawful because she's not married.
So that's not adultery.
It's not.
Anybody else? All right, Yasha. The man is married and the woman is not. Is that adultery?
The man is married and the woman's not.
Yes.
It's not.
You say it's not adultery, or it is?
Because if the man's married and she's not,
Is that adultery?
I want to say it's not, sir.
You sure? Is that your final answer?
If it's like I said, if the woman's not married, the man is married. I'm gonna say it is adultery, sir.
It's adultery?
Kind of
Okay. That is not adultery.
Kind.
A man can have more than one wife.
Right.
If the woman is not married, but the man is married, that doesn't matter. That man is getting another wife. According to the Bible, sex is marriage.
Kind.
The Bible says if a man lays with another man's wife, which means that woman is married, that is adultery.
Kind.
He and she shall surely be put to death.
Kind.
So if a man is married and a woman is not, and he lies with her, just like you said, that means that that man is getting another wife.
Kind.
So that is not adultery. Now, if you lay with a woman who has a husband, and when I say a husband, I'm not talking about a woman who has someone who went down to the courthouse and said "I do" in front of whoever,
Right.
an official, and signed some paperwork saying they're married. I'm not. That's not because 9 times out of 10. They got married according to God way before they went down to the courthouse, way before they walked down the aisle,
Right.
way before they knew each other in a biblical sense. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible, sex is marriage. Now, how much more better would the world be if we knew that if we had sex with somebody, that is ours forever, and if we decided to separate, we're going to die.
Right.
How much better would the world be?
A whole lot more better.
Yeah, a whole lot more better. The world would be a whole lot more better, if the Israelites were in place. This is our wisdom. This is our wisdom right here. Let's keep going. Oh, you have something?
If I just want to give a quick question to the Christians because they say monogamy. They teach monogamy, which doesn't make any sense. I just want to give a quick scenario. If I'm on an island and we all know the ratio is more women than men, and there's 10 women and there's 5 brothers, so Christians teach monogamy. So that means there should only be 5 men and 5 women and 5 left. What the other 5 should just do, just suffer? That's my question to the Christian.
I don't know. Maybe the Lord wants them to suffer. maybe them five women, was like that woman I was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they needed to self-reflect. Maybe they're the final form of a hoe, which is a Christian.
Only reason why I say that is because they say monogamy. So that means if the Lord should made it, if according to Christians, equal. It should be the same amount of men as women, because one man to one woman, which doesn't make any sense. At all.
Yeah.
So that means if you want that island to be fruitful and multiply, them brothers could take on them extra sisters. It's no sin in that.
Yeah.
It's not fornication. It's the law.
And the UPK, just like your sister is saying, she said that's why you have to choose wisely, and why the UPK has a 6-month rule. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It has a 6-month rule, and that's to show each person, not just the man to the woman, but the woman to the man. Are you sure you want to be with this dude?
Right.
You sure you want to be with this sister? You know what I'm saying? That 6-month rule weeds out a lot of confusion. Why? Because sex is not it's not clouding the judgment. It's not clouding the judgment, and you can see the crazy up front. Like, do you really want to deal with this?
Right.
Sister, do you really want to deal with this forever? Forever. You know what I'm saying? Do you really want to deal with this? Brother, do you really want to deal with this? You know what I'm saying? This is, if you can deal with this with no sex, you know what I'm saying, with the sex, it might ease it a little bit, but do you really want to deal with this? You know what I'm saying? Is this the type of sister that will put you on child support? Just be like, or get mad at you and then try and screw somebody else and then throw it in your face? Do you really want that type of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you really want a dude that that when threatened will hide behind you? I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a man, hide behind his woman.
Right.
Trying to get out. Do you really want that dude? You know what I'm saying? Do you really want that dude? You know what I'm saying? I saw another video where the sister, was pranking her husband, and she put one of those, Assassin's Creed masks where it had the long nose. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
The witch doctor mask.
Yeah, and then had someone was standing over the bed, right? And then she snuck into bed and she woke him up, look, right? And he just went and got busy, attacked the little statue or whatnot and wrestled. And she's like, oh, it's just a prank. It's just a prank. You want someone like that who would at a moment's notice defend you. Vices, ooh, and then hide behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That 6-month rule will flesh that out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just because of the 6-month rule doesn't mean it doesn't have to be a year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It doesn't mean that you only have 6 months. If you ain't too sure, man, push that thing back.
Right.
Push it back. You know what I'm saying? I need a little more time. No one's gonna fault you on that.
Kind of.
And then that might reveal they probably could hold it crazy for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But that 7th month, there's that that weakness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's that thing that I can't stand. I won't tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
And then you back out of it. No harm, no foul, and that's that. But think how much better the world would be if we got to know the person before committing our lives to it. Basically, that's what it is. We're committing our lives to it. Because we don't.
Sure.
Yeah, you sure. Not only that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to answer to school. Answer to the school, that's cool. But now you really gonna have to answer the Most High God. You don't want that. You don't want that. So take the 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Take the 7 months, the 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Take the year. Find out who this person is. You got some?
So I wanted to add on to that. It's just basically a cleaner outcome, because then both parties, after the 6 month rule, whether they want to be together or not, it'll come out with a clean outcome, whether they want to be together or not.
Yeah.
But with with how the Christian world does it, it's just collateral damage because it could have some children, and then the children suffer for that.
Yep.
And
just
then
like we read earlier, visiting the iniquities of their fathers upon the third and fourth generation. You're exactly right. Exactly right.
Mm-hmm. So like, if I could, like, just to piggyback off of it, like, but this truth, it teaches men wisdom. Just because we can have multiple wives, I mean, you gotta be spiritual wisdom too. Confession good for the soul. When I was in the world and I see a big booty chick walk past, I'd be like, man, I tear that up. But now I'm in the truth and I look at that, I can spiritually see that's trouble, that's child support. She probably got STDs. I stay away from that. It's just wisdom. Like, you can just look at a sister nowadays.
Car gonna get keyed up.
Yeah, right. I can look at that. So
she gonna talk about you on social media.
Right.
Oh man.
I could just look at that and I could be like, nah, that's trouble. And no disrespect to sisters, that's pretty out there, but in the world, they don't have any like
discernment.
Right for themselves. They just have to get attention. And when I look at sisters like that, I automatically see. I mean, we supposed to fix them, but I could just see like I'm not gonna lay with nothing like that because she's trouble. Because the moment I lay with that, I gotta deal with not just her, but a million other brothers because she wants that attention. That's
I'm gonna let you in on something. There's gonna be a good amount of these sisters that's going to be in the wilderness. They're gonna need husbands.
Right. They're
gonna need husbands. The scripture says, a woman in that day, 10 women will. Is it 10 or 7? Seven women is gonna bang on your door and say, "Hey, man, just call me by your name."
Right.
Just let me know. Just let everybody know that I'm yours. I have my own clothes. I have my own food. You know what I'm saying? Just let me be called by your name. She gonna be a retired hoe. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be a former demon. She gonna be a dragon. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna have to face her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm gonna close the door.
It's like we gonna have to fix her. You know what I'm saying? You too, I stop playing. Don't.
I'm like, hey,
get ready for the wilderness because y'all gonna have your hands full. Lord allow, we go in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of sins that need to be corrected. And, Lord be with us.
Ain't
going to be all fun and games, you know what I'm saying? Like when you said that, it reminded me of, Umar Johnson, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, my brothers and sisters, the reason why so many black men or the black youth are unfocused and in jail,
Right.
We got to stay focused, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's how it.
Yeah, God.
Yeah. We got to stay focused. Speaking of focus, let's get back on track. We've been here too long.
Verse 19. Neither shalt thou steal. Verse 20. Neither shalt thou bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Don't lie against your neighbor, your fellow man, and say they did something that they didn't do. Keep going.
Verse 21. Neither shalt thou desire thy neighbor's wife. Neither shalt thou covet thy neighbor's house, his field, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox, or his ass, or anything that is thy neighbor's.
So what he's saying is what Christians do. You see your brother, he has a big house, you know what I'm saying? He has, the lifestyle that you want. He has that job, that slavery that you want. He has, them cars that you want. It's not a sin to be like, I want something like that. What Christians say is pray and say, I want that house.
Right.
I want that car with that VIN number. You know what I'm saying? I want that one. You coveting your neighbor's property. You know what I'm saying? He has a beautiful woman. I want that woman, not a woman like her. You know what I'm saying? Not a personal assistant like them. Not a house like that. You want that one. It's not a problem. We're like, hey man, this dude got a big house and a fancy 3 fancy cars. I want to be in that position. There's nothing wrong with saying that. You know what I'm saying? But to say I want his house or I want him gone and not step in his shoes and and take over everything he has, that's the white man. That's how the white man operates.
Got him, Khan.
You know what I'm saying? So there is a difference between liking or liking something that somebody has, you know what I'm saying, and liking and wanting the thing that they have. Anybody understand what I'm saying?
Got him, Khan, sir.
Is a huge difference.
Like then, what is it? David do that? Was it David when they was he was looking at the sister?
Bathsheba?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. He did that, and he did a wicked thing. That's what he did a wicked thing, and he paid for it the rest of his life. For some yams that wasn't his.
Right.
And the Most High God said, "You wanted some yams. I could have gave you some more. I could have gave you some more.
Right.
Why you had to take this brother's yams and kill him too?
Mm-hmm. Set him up too.
Yeah. Because of that, because he lost his son.
Mm.
He lost more than his son. His son rebelled against him. One of his sons raped his daughter. One of his sons killed his other son. One of his sons, slept with all of his wives in the midst of Israel. What does that mean? He set up a tent and be like, "Hey, everybody gather around." And he went in a tent and smashed his father's woman. You know what I'm saying? His best friend killed his son.
Man.
Yeah, all because he wanted to smash some. He wanted something that wasn't his. I shall not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Got him, Khan.
Even if you're king, even if you have the highest position in Israel, you can't do that. You're gonna suffer. You are absolutely gonna suffer. With that, man, up here, I say, I imagine, which means stand. Get through this. Maya, present thyself.
Maya kala banga baya shala.
Maya kala banga baya shala.
Yahabashim Yashabrakam.
Yahabashim Yashabrakam. Yeah, go ahead. Man, up here, you're shouting, which means be seated. Let me get this first two. You swab with it?
Sir.
Let me get this first two. We're going to get Deuteronomy chapter 5, 22 through 28. You're going to get 22 and 23.
Come. Walaf, Wa'itha, Lama, Namawaf, Kaya, Thak, Thakalawa, Kalunwa, Haash, Hagad, Hagadala, wait, that's a Z, sir. Hazaath, Yesa, Yasap Yum, Anakunwa, Lashamai, Ath, Kwal, Yahweh, Allah, Alayan, Alahayan, Alahayanwa, Iwad, Womathun,
Is that separate, sir?
Well, fun.
Wamathanwa. Verse 23. Kaya, maya, kaya. It's like it. Laya, cow. Bashar, Ashar. Wamai, Shamai, Slaki. Kwawal, Alayam, Alahayam. Kayayam. Madabar, Mathawak, Ha'ashar, Ha'ash, Kamanwa, Wayakaya, Wayakia,
Get the rest of this is Korab, Atha, Washamai, Af, Kal, Shar, Amar, Yahweh, Alahayanwa, Wa'ath, Thadabar, Ayanwa, Af, Kal, Shar, Yadabar, Yahweh, Alahayanwa, Alyaka, Washamai, Washamai, Nawa, Wa'aisha Yanwa, verse 25, Waya Shemai, Yahweh, Af, Kawal, Dabar, Yakub. It's like Dabar Yakum, but a bar Alia, Waya Mar, Yahweh, Alia, Shema, I, Thaya, Af, Kawal, Dabarya, Ha'anim, Hazah, Ashar, Dabarwa, Alyaka, Haya, Hayat, Yabwa, Kal, Ashar, Dabarwa, verse 26, Maya, Yathan, Waya, Haya, Lab, Bam, Zaha, Laham, Laya, Ra'ah, Afia, Wala Shamar, Ath, Kal, Matazil, Wafia, Kal, Hayumyum, Lama Ain, Yayatab, Lahum, Wala Bunyahum, La'ai Lum, verse 27, Laka, Amar, Lahum, Washa, it's like a Shawab, Makam, La'a, Hala, Yakam, verse 28, Wa'atha, Paha, Imad, ya, Wa, Ada, Bara, Al Yaka, Af, Kal, Hama, Tazawa, Waha, Kwak, Yum, Waha, Mashapat, Yum, Ashar, Thela, Wadum, Wa, Aishawa, Ba'aratiza, Ashar, Anakia, Nathan, Laham, Lara, Shatha. That's it. All right, we're going to get this in English. That's like it. Deuteronomy 5:22 through 28. I almost went to New York.
This is the book of Slaki, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 22. These words the Lord spake unto all your assembly in the mount out of the midst of the fire, of the cloud, and of the thick darkness with a great voice. And he added no more, and he wrote them in 2 tables of stone, and delivered them unto me. Verse 23. And it came to pass, when ye heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, for the mountain did burn with fire, that ye came near unto me, even all the heeds, so like all the heads of your tribes and your elders. Verse 24. And ye said, Behold, the Lord our God hath shewed us his glory and his greatness, and we have heard his voice out of the midst of the fire. We have seen this day that God doeth talk with man, and he liveth. Verse 25. Now therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us. If we hear the voice of the Lord our God anymore, then we shall die.
It's like real quick. What he's saying is, all right, the Most High God came to y'all y'all wanted to hear from him. He came to y'all, he gave y'all 10 commandments, not that his own 10 commandments, but he gave y'all 10. He had a whole ton more. And y'all was shook. Y'all was shook gazing. And y'all was like, hold on, Papa. Wait 1 second. You went to Moses, you were like, hey, all right, we understand that's God. We understand he talks to you. Should we die? Because he talked to us? Because he about to kill us. Why? Because the earth shook. You know what I'm saying? The clouds came off the mountain and thunder and light, and we was all scared. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but my grandmother used to say, when it was a storm outside, turn everything off. Turn the lights off, turn the TV off, you know what I'm saying? The Lord talking.
Right.
I can imagine how, that was when you just see just smoke coming off of the mountain and you can't see the mountain no more, and then a voice coming out. Talking about cracking bricks. So that's what they were saying. They were like, hold on. You talk, Moses, go talk to him.
Right.
He about to kill all of us out here. He about to kill all of us. So this is what he's explaining. This happened already, right? Let's keep going.
Come.
Your mama, Bishop. Your mama.
Verse 26. For who is there of all flesh that hath heard the voice of the living? God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as we have, and lived. Verse 27. Go thou near and hear all that the Lord our God shall say and speak. Thou unto us all that the Lord our God shall speak unto thee, and we will hear it and do it.
It's like real quick. Adam Fisher sounds like a white boy, and I know that them old white people, even now, they don't wash themselves.
Right.
They think they think they can they can go a few days without washing themselves. Y'all stink.
Right.
Y'all stink. Now. Y'all stink now. Not your grandparents' age. Y'all stink now. I saw a TikTok of this sister in Philly, and she was saying how she was in the mall and she was like, what's that smell? You know what I'm saying? She couldn't figure it out. She was walking around. She was like, oh man, the World Cup. It's full of Europeans. Y'all niggas stink. Even from the old country to over here. You have a nerve to talk about my grandmother. You even know how to wash your ass right. You stink, you filthy bastard. And when Christ come back, he's gonna chop your head off.
Right.
No, I pray he doesn't. You specifically. I pray he don't chop your head off. I pray you survive somehow, some way, and then you get put in captivity, and then you're gonna remember this conversation. Like that nigga was right. That man, he was right. And you're not gonna get the opportunity to look me in the eye. Because I'm gonna be that nigga on that nag. Yeah, Tom? Go ahead. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Come. Verse 28. And the Lord heard the voice of your words when ye spake unto me. And the Lord said unto me, I have heard the voice of the words of this people, which they have spoken unto thee. They have well said that they have spoken.
5 seconds. I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna get Deuteronomy 5, 29 to 33 and 6, 1, 2. Where you at? 29 is verse 29. What's your marathon? I.S.U.P.K. Cut shards as a wall. Yahanna Afakam La'a the Sarawa Yum. What's your Ma'al? Verse 30. Bakal how to rock shards as a wall. Yahanna Afakam Thalakwa Lama Ain Thacha Yawan what's a wild Lakam how Waha Araktham Yum Ba'arat Shar Thaya Rashawan. Deuteronomy 6 and 1 was an af. Hama Tazawah Haquakyam, Waha Mashapatnium, Waha Mashapatnium, Shar Tazawa Yahweh Alahayim, Lalamad, Afakam, La Aishawaf, Ba'arat Shar Atham, Ibaryam, Shama, Lara Shatha. Verse 2. Lama Ain, Thaya Ra'ah, Af Yahweh Alahayim, La Shamar, Af, Kal, Ha, Quath Yawa, Wama Tato Wath Yawa, Ashar, Anakia, Matazawak, Atha, Wa, Banak, Waban, Banak, Kal, Yumya, Kaya Ya, Wala Ma'ain, Ya, Ara Kan, Yum Yaka. That's it. All right, we're going to get Deuteronomy 5, 29, 30 through 33, and then 6, 1 and 2.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 29. Oh, that there were such an heart in them, that they would fear me and keep all my commandments, always that it might be well with them and with their children forever. Verse 30. Go say to them, get you into your tents again. Verse 31. But as for thee, stand thou here by me, and I will speak unto thee all the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which thou shalt teach them, and they may do them in the land which I give them to possess it.
So, number one, the Most High God says, man, all right, man, tell them to go. And you stay here, I'm going to talk to you. All right. And then you go teach them everything that I'm telling you so that they may do them. And y'all going to go into the land which he gave us. He gave us to possess it. You know, he gave it to us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's keep going. Well, real quick, there's a difference between where, you know, the Most High God said he gave us, and then we went out and fought battles and we won, and there was no uproar. There's no what do you call it? There was no resistance.
Come.
The white man goes in there and says, you know, God gave them the land. There's resistance all over the place. All over the place. They're losing battles. You know what I'm saying? They're getting kidnapped. God must not be with them.
Right.
Shalom. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 32. Ye shall observe to do therefore, as the Lord your God hath commanded you, ye shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. Verse 33. Ye shall walk in all the ways which the Lord your God hath commanded you, that ye may live, and that it may be well with you, and that ye may prolong your days in the land which ye shall possess. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 1. Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it. Verse 2. That thou mightest fear the Lord thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged.
Right here it's saying, you know, fear the Lord God. You know what I'm saying? The Christians say you need to love him.
Right.
Love will make you do stuff this to anger the other.
Okay.
Fear keep you in line.
Keep
Keep you in line, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they choose to love rather than fear. Keep going. Deuteronomy 6, 3 through 9. What's your ma'aitha? Yasha'ala. What's your marath? La'aishawath. Shar. Yayatab. Laka. What? Shar. Thara. One. Ma'ai. Shar. Dabar. Yahweh. Alahaya. Abba. Bathayak. Laka. Arat. Zabath. Kala. Wadabash. Verse 4. Shemai. Yasha'ala Yahweh Alahayanwa Yahweh Achai. Hold on. That sounds familiar. Shemai Yasha'ala Yahweh Alahayanwa Yahweh Achai. There is no other God but one.
Okay.
And y'all said we can't read.
Right.
Salakia. Verse 5. What Habath, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Bakal, Lababak, Wabakal, Napashak, Wabakal, Ma'adak. Verse 6. Wayahayawa, Hadabar, Dabarim, Allah, Ashar, Anakia, Matazawak, Hayawam, Al, Lababak. Verse 7. Washa Nun Thumb, Labunyaka, what a Barath, Bama, Basha Bathak, Babab Yathaka, Waba Lak, Waba Lakath, Waba, it's like Waba Laka Thak, Badarak, Waba Shak, Waba Wabash Kabak, Waba Kwa Wamak. Verse 8, Wakwa Shartham, La Awath, Al Yadak, Waya Hayawa, La Tapath, Bayan, Ayanyaka. Verse 9, Waka Thabtham, Al Maza Zawath, Baya Thak, Baya Thak, Waba Sha'ai Riyaka. Verse 10. That's it. All right, we're going to read the same passage in English, Deuteronomy 6, 3-9.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 3. Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily.
And so if we listen to his law, statutes, and commandments, we'll increase mightily. Just that 6-month rule, you know what I'm saying? Actually get to know each other before, we actually lay with them, increases the family. You increase the family, shoot, sky's the limit.
Right.
That small unit, that foundation, that base, sky's the limit from there. Okay, let's keep going.
Come. As the Lord God of thy fathers hath promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Verse 6. And these words.
Just like real quick. To love means to obey the law, statutes, and commandments according to the Bible.
So, what exactly is the milk? And when they mean milk and honey. So the honey, I know, the honey is something that never goes bad, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
So are they saying that the land will flow with milk and honey? So this land will never go bad, right? It will always be fruitful.
It would always, it's always going to be fruitful. Why? Because the Most High God wants it to be fruitful. And the Garden of Eden is Israel. You know what I'm saying? Within the four corners of the four borders of the four rivers. You know what I'm saying? Not just a little sliver that they call Israel right there. But yes.
But what exactly is the milk? That's kind of.
So like if I could, I know the general had brought this on a while ago. The Bible talking slang, milk and honey, like milk said like the fatness, fullness of it. It's a metaphor. So like that land is always going to have the richest, the sweetness of the land. It's used as a metaphor to describe how the land is going to be. So just think of it not literally milk and honey, but that's just the metaphor to describe the land that we're going to dwell in, the fatness of it, the sweetness of it.
Yeah, it's just too sweet. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Just think of how the way the Passover was.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the land is going to be throughout.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the wine flowing and the food flowing as much as good. You know what I'm saying? The brotherhood is flowing.
Come.
Yeah. The fatness of it, you know what I'm saying? No kid's gonna go hungry, none of our kids at least.
Shalom.
None of our kids going to be the gates. They said the gates are going to be open day and night because all these other nations going to be paying tribute.
Okay.
So yeah. You want some gold teeth? You know what I'm saying? There's going to be enough gold to go around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want some, you want to braid your hair and put diamonds or rubies, you know what I'm saying, in the hair. You can do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You wanna have a let's see, like a platinum woven into your like real platinum woven into your garment and only wear it once. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Why? Because the fatness of the land.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Okay. Verse 6. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart. And that is it, sir.
Right. Now we don't want way over. Man, up here I say imagine, which means stand. Lord, hold on, Bible show. I said, do me a favor. Pull this down. Yeah, just pull it down. Yeah. Keep going. That's right. That's good right there. All right.
La ya shalam.
Go again.
I need to Minute best, bro. Grab that lawn to prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak I am Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yep. Most High in Christ.
Yahabashim Yashab Rakia.
Imagine, which means to stand. Wapaya Hakadam, which means turn and face the east. You're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash. Hayah.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Malakaka.
Taba'ah. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Ba'aratza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanaw. Lakam. Cow. Yawam. Basalakina. Kapawatina. Kasalakina. Kapawatina. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayana. Banisaya one. Abal. Abashayana. Bayan. Ra. Kaya. Lakut. Hamalak. Allah.
Amen. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. Forever. So be it.
You want to say Al-Qaeda the power in Hebrew? Repeat after me. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baruch Shah. Nathanaw. Akat. La'pa'ah. Kamakala. Bakamarawa. Akak,
Akak,
Latahar,
Latahar,
Hamatah the right,
Hamatah the right,
Akak,
Akak,
Lahaki,
Lahaki,
Hamat,
Hamat,
Akak,
Akak,
Avakawa,
Avakawa,
Tatama Al,
Tatama Al,
Garshun,
Garshun,
Bashim Yahushua,
Bashim Yahushua,
Wadaman,
Wadaman,
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of
Power to
disease.
cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We're gonna say bless Israel in Hebrew, have to be Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua,
Bashim Yahushua,
Barak Now,
Barak Now,
Wayasha Al,
Wayasha Al,
Wahabayah,
Wahabayah,
Sapari,
Sapari,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapah,
Rapah,
Magun,
Magun,
Hagun,
Magun,
Bashim Yahushua,
Bashim Yahushua,
Dawada Aman,
Dawada Aman,
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Let's say Psalms 121 in Hebrew, have to be Asha
Asha,
Ayun,
Ayun,
Ahahori,
Ahahori,
Ma'ayun,
Ma'ayun,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Aizari,
Aizari,
Aizari, Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
I.S.U.P.K,
I.S.U.P.K,
Shemayin,
Shemayin,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayatun,
Ayatun,
Namawat,
Namawat,
Gal,
Gal,
Al-Yanawan,
Al-Yanawan,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Hanat,
Hanat,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawan,
Yanawan,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yashun,
Yashun,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'al,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yah,
Aliyah,
Yum, Yawamar,
Yawamar,
Shamar,
Ashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakar,
Yakar,
Bayrak,
Bayrak,
Walayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Yakar,
Yakar,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
After Pasha,
After Pasha,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tata After,
Tata
Babu After,
After,
Ma'ithah,
Ma'ithah,
Wa'ayawala,
Wa'ayawala,
Wa'araman,
Wa'araman.
I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
Whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
Help coming from Yahweh.
My help comes from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and
Even
earth.
I suffer thy foot to be moved.
Even as some that puts me
He
moved.
that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve
from all evil.
all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
and thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth,
This time forth,
and forevermore.
Yes,
So be it.
so be it. We'll say Psalms 83 in Hebrew, after me. Al-Hayy,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Tashakrat,
Al-Shaqaq,
Al,
Al,
Kayahana,
Yahanna,
Awayabika,
Awayabika,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan,
Mashanaya,
Mashanaya,
Nasha'al,
Nasha'al,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Aim,
Al-Aim,
Yahabayam,
Yahamayawan,
Sawa,
Sawa,
Wayata Ya'ait,
Wayahayt,
Al-Tazapawanya,
Al-Tazapawanya,
Amara,
Amara,
Mukala,
Mukala,
Wakaki,
Wakaki,
Goya,
Goya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yasakar,
Yasakar,
Sham Yasha'al,
Sham Yasha'al,
Aywa, Kaya,
Yeah,
Nawa'ait,
Nawa'ait,
La,
La,
Yakal,
Yakal,
Al,
Al,
Barya,
Barya,
Yakarath,
Yakarath,
Ahoy,
Ahoy,
Arawan,
Arawan,
Wayashma'al,
Wayashma'al,
Mawa'ab,
Mawa'ab,
Wahagari,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'anwa,
Wa'anwa,
Wa'amala,
Wa'amala,
Palashah,
Palashah,
Al-Yashabi,
Al-Yashabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashu,
Gamashu,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aimab,
Aimab,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zabrawa,
Zabrawa,
Banya Lawa,
Labaya Lawa,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadi,
Kamadi,
Kasaya Sara'a,
Kasaya Sara'a,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Barakol,
Barakol,
Koyashima,
Koyashima,
Nashamaru,
Nashamaru,
Ba'ayanda Ira,
Ba'ayanda Ira,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'arama,
La'arama,
Shaitan,
Shaitan,
Nadiyabu,
Nadiyabu,
Ka'ira, Kaza'abu,
Kaza'abu,
Ba,
Kaza'abu,
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 Kana Sayakamu,
Kana Sayakamu,
Bashar,
Bashar,
Amara,
Amara,
Nayu Rashad,
Rashad,
Nanawa,
Nanawa,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahaya,
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 Shaitan,
Shaitan,
Gaga,
Gaga,
Kwash,
Kwash,
the Payrakat,
Payrakat,
Ash,
Ash,
the Area Ira,
Ira,
Kalahaba,
Kalahaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradat,
Daradat,
Basa Ira,
Ira,
the Basa Papat,
Basa Papat,
the Bahalam,
Bahalam,
Mala'at,
Mala'at,
Panya Hum,
Panyaham,
Padawan, Kwash,
Kwash,
Shubka, Yahal, Yabash,
Bash,
Wayabahali,
Wayabahali,
Ayai, Wayagapar, Wayabadu, Wayabadu, Kaya,
Kaya,
Shubka,
Shubka,
Yahal,
Yahal,
Bak, Al Yawan,
Al-Yawan,
Al Kap,
Al-Kap,
Wadaman,
Wadaman,
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace.
be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Against thy people.
Insulted against thy hidden ones.
Insulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them off.
Being a nation,
Being a nation.
that the name of Israel,
The name of Israel.
may be no more remembered.
May be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
Confederate against
They
them.
confederate against them.
Tabernacle of Edom.
Tabernacle of Edom.
The Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Moab.
Hagarene.
Hagarene.
Gebal and
Gebal and
Amalek.
Amalek.
Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assure is also hope. It's like Assure is also joined with them.
Assure is also joined with
They
them.
have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
The Lot.
So Lot.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
After the Ben.
As to the Ben.
The brook of Kishon.
At the brook of
Which
Kishon.
perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the
Make
earth.
the nobles like a rat.
Make the nobles like a rat.
Like that.
Like that.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As the Ba.
As the Ba.
As the Muna.
As the
Who
Muna.
said.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The house of Yahweh possession.
The house of Yahweh possession.
All my power.
All my power.
Even like the wheel.
Even like the
As
wheel.
the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the
Then
wood.
as the flame says the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute
with
them
that tempest.
with that tempest.
And make them afraid
Make them afraid
with that storm.
with that storm.
Fill the face with shame.
Fill the face with
That
shame.
they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea.
Yeah.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
Thou,
That thou,
whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Most High.
The Most High.
Of all the earth.
All the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
We're gonna see the blessings in Hebrew. You got to me. Rakatah Yahweh.
Rakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Yahweh.
Wa Alahaya.
Wa Alahaya.
Matazah Bayah.
Matazah
Alawat Yahweh.
Alawat.
Ha Alawat.
Alawat.
Hasaraya.
Hasaraya.
Hakor Sunyani.
Hakor Sunyani.
Hakor Yoyo.
Hakor Yoyo.
Wakakwati.
Wakwati.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashi Shah.
Shah.
Wa Raman.
Wow. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And
Yahweh.
Michael.
And Michael.
The
The
angels. Manager of the Yahanna.
The manager of the Yahanna.
Generals.
Generals.
Captains. The officers.
Officers.
Troopers. And assistants.
assistants.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And the Navy Yahweh Shah.
And the name of Shah. Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
I want to say the curse, blessed be Yahweh.
Blessed be Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The Navy Yahweh Shah.
The name Yahweh Shah.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Right now.
Right
Right.
now.
And evil and curses.
And evil and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us.
speak against
Thy
us.
prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
Israelite brothers.
The Israelite
And the
brothers.
school.
And the school.
That evil and curses.
That evil and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
Shake
the
loose.
treasures of the rich of Israel.
Treasure of the rich of Israel.
They refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
Enter into thy sanctuary.
And enter thy sanctuary.
And evils and curses.
The evils and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And
Under the courses.
Courses.
Prisons.
Princes.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemy.
All the governments of my enemy.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Pentecostals.
Pentecostals.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
That's the space program.
That's space program.
Army. Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
Cable access.
Cable access.
And a radio channel.
And a radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of many of thy people.
Many of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
Seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
Bring swift destruction.
To all the heathens.
To all the heathens.
That stand in the way.
Stand in the way.
Try and stop us.
Trying to stop us.
Broadcasting your words.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go.
Cause them to go.
To and fro.
To and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume
With
them.
the plagues.
With the plagues.
Shake the house of the thief.
Shake the house of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
That Yahweh shot.
That Yahweh shot.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with flying saucers.
Down the flying saucers.
Punch all the heathen.
Punch all the
That
heathen.
come up against us.
Come against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy
Cause
word.
it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
There's the angels that have done
There's
it.
the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake it that coming.
Cause to shake that.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Solid turn.
Men of Israel, We're gonna get the teacher one courtesy salute. Individual Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Rock.
How about Shimei Shabrak?
How about Simeon Shabrak?
Yeah, Matah. Class dismissed.